There are many questions that span across the centuries of humanity, age-old questions, like gay son or thought daughter. For me, I'd rather have a gay thought son, or scenarios. Do black people really make up 13% of the population and commit 140% of the crime? While some things can be studied and given factual answers with or without violence, some philosophies or social inquiries take more in-depth takes and experience. I am Makai. I am 26 years old. I do not get hoes, but I can twerk. And today, I, as the first ever butology professor, will be teaching you about the nature of the buttock. But as I said first, the age-old question. Chesticles or bottom pops? A question as old as time. They say John Wilkes Booth asked Lincoln this before shooting him, and depending on the answer, Booth shot. His answer? We'll never know, but it's 2026. Charlie Kirk is going to be on the penny, meaning we have advanced and come a long way. The correct answer to this question? Also solved. Objectively, the truth is both. I know. A boring answer, but allow me to explain this lesson. We have to use certain parameters though. This woman, or man, or thigga is not your significant other, so love cannot affect your choice. She has medium-sized boobies and a fairly slightly above average buttock. What are the pros of the chest bottoms? Buoyancy. They can float in water, their natural bounce, the aesthetic of the nipple, usually used as visual tech behind the t-shirt, and they are very, very soft. The bottom shares this softness, although a different type of soft, and a nice aesthetic, but objectively the top half has more to it. Milk injectors included? When pregnant, they are literally piloted mechs and shoot out projectiles. This is tough azzle. Some might say that the droop of the boobie can ruin its beauty. I say, the female body is beautiful in all forms, even with teardrop-shaped titties. But the bottom is complemented by surrounding curves, and I could only use the word supple for its bounce. But as a real man, the only answer is both. With or without love. Now I would actually say the butt has more opportunities for greatness than the chest, and that is what puts it above in most people's hearts. For many people, the size of the chest can dictate heavily on its attraction. But the butt? Size is least important, which gets into today's lesson. Class has officially started, and today's topic of interest, what makes a good butt? There are three categories of the booty, and this video is specifically for educational reasons: size, form, and shape. Everyone understands size, but people don't understand the difference between form and shape. Size is obviously how big is the butt, how much space does the butt take up. Shape, obviously, the shape of the butt, more in a 2D perspective. From a straight look at the booty, is it in a heart shape? Rounder, square, that is shape. Form is like 3D. The shape is a square, the form, a cube. So how does the butt sit? What is its curvature from the side? Where does it sit? Is it a bit higher on the back? Lower? Does it cuff at the end? That is form. And with these three states of matter, you get a butt. But what makes a butt good? The first question is actually, what makes a butt bad? Now, in many areas, bad and good are subjective, but if everyone could look past their feelings because they like an artist's music or enjoy a series, when those people are being racist, pedophiles, or too slimy, you could objectively understand what good and bad might represent, like writing, where things like inconsistencies, constant out-of-character actions would equal bad forms of writing. Physical attraction is something much more subjective because beauty comes in all forms, as well as the beauty of the booty comes in all forms. A truly bad butt would have to have minimum size, terrible shape, and terrible form, which to be honest is pretty hard. You would have to be unbelievably flat with a butt that practically goes inward. Every other butt, I think, is a net positive. My main reason for this video is to let you know that your butt is fine, and that most women are so worried about the size of their butt and even get BBLs that are wretched instead of keeping their natural, very beautiful booty. So what about? A big part of the myth of a good butt is just how important the size is. I'm currently watching the boys while I make this video, and they show firecrackers yammers. These are good yams, not because they're boisterous in size, but because it has an okay size with a great shape and solid form. I can't grab a basketball with one hand, and I've never needed to, but I do enjoy gripping apples. Baseballs? Are you hearing me? Your butt stand could have a D- size with an A+ form and B- shape, and you will still be much better than an S+ size. An important thing to note is also, most people are not seeing you naked. Unless you're freshly 18 with a Twitter account or in Euphoria, to be honest, not that far off, but you're going to be wearing clothes most of your life. These clothes can boost these assets. You get stat buffs to form and shape by wearing certain clothes. Not saying you should, but you don't have to turn to dark magic. You can go to the gym and increase its mass there. The booty curse mark is not for you. BBLs. They say it stands for Brazilian butt lift. I say bastard is black lascivious sorcery. I added the S. I am very against BBLs, and I will give you my two stands. First, as a feminist, some would argue that BBLs are a part of feminism. I disagree. I think it holds up a very important part of the patriarchy that is specifically enhancing a more sexual part of your body to be looked at, usually by men. This does not mean outliers do not exist, but mainly a woman who gets a BBL is not for her. And if you disagree, then answer this question. If you were born and for your entire life, everyone around you told you that your body was absolutely perfect, never once ridiculed, would you ever feel insecure about your physical nature? No, because insecurities are formed by the social opinions of other people. It has nothing to do with looking within. I don't think women should feel like they should make an unnatural change to their body with possible permanent effects because of silly social beauty standards. Which leads to my second point. I don't fuck with black magic! BBLs are black magic. You can have a nice BBL. Most are nasty as fuck. I'm currently working at Walmart and I was dead gonna take a picture of this manager with a BBL that dead ass looks like she had 2 cereal boxes in her butt pockets. Like when Patrick was training in SpongeBob. It was ass. But even if it looks good, if I found out it's a BBL, my excitement is gone. Dead ass. A magic trick isn't as fun once you know someone does it. And your BBL just told its trick, which, now that I know it's done, the magic's gone. The only niggas you're impressing with a BBL are niggas who listen to their 34-year-old fast food coworker who told them to get a loan to buy a fucking muscle car at 18 and then grew up learning to day trade. Trust me, these are not the niggas you want. Sometimes for me, the ass is too fat. Too much size is a problem too. You sit here and judge fat bitches and then get a Siamese twin on your ass cheeks. It don't make sense. The butt is the most versatile weapon. If I'm being honest with you, I just want to suck toes. You can change your body in many ways. I'm currently like just a week after resetting my body to its chud state. Working out using calisthenics just to see what my body would look like with pure push-ups and stuff, my ass is already fat, so I can't say. But whoever is going to genuinely love you is going to love you for you. Not the you stacked with makeup, not the you that always has money and is never broke, not the you who can't express their emotions, the you who has actually experienced all of those things. Be healthy. Don't let your body rot and put in some effort in your life. As well as I understand how fun and cute makeup is for women or niggas or thiggas, so there's nothing wrong with it. But remember that these are not needs for love from others or yourself. They're just enhancements that make the life you live easier. And funny enough, having a fatter ass as a woman probably does make your life genuinely easier in ways. As a nigga, I have been nothing but ridiculed for my fat ass. We can remove that socially by not indulging in it, i.e. black magic. Take care of your skin, exercise a bit, and you'll be fine. Class dismissed.